Hey everyone, how you doing today? Dale here with Advanced Payments Network. In today's video, I'm going to be going over Stripe, Square, and PayPal and what you need to know about their services. And they're actually what's called payment aggregators. And let's get into it so I can break this down for you. Let me minimize myself here a little bit. There we go. So we're going to be looking at Square, PayPal, and Stripe. Now, this is what the definition of a payment aggregator is. A payment aggregator is a payment service provider, or PSP, that processes merchants' payments directly under its own master merchant account. This arrangement allows merchants to accept credit and debit card payments for their stores without the need for a dedicated merchant account. And as I said, leading payment aggregators include Stripe, PayPal, and Square. Payment aggregators facilitate this arrangement by processing payments under their own merchant identification number, also what we refer to as a MID. They then add small businesses known as sub-merchants to their master account to process payments on their behalf. With sub-merchants lumped together on one master merchant account, the tolerance for suspicious consumer behavior or irregular digital payments is much lower, which means they don't have much tolerance for anybody that's doing anything that's suspicious. If something comes up suspicious, your account gets flagged, and then your funds could be frozen or your account can be closed, actually. High-risk merchants in particular are frequently subjected to holds, freezes, and sudden terminations as a result. Worse, the danger of grouping merchants works both ways. As a sub-merchant, you can be held accountable for high chargeback ratios generated from completely different merchants sharing the same MID as you. So in other words, if you're using Square, PayPal, or Stripe, or maybe some other aggregator, your account is being lumped together with other businesses. I don't really know how many it is they lump together. I'm sure they just got like one portfolio and they all get thrown in there together. And then if somebody else is having issues, since you're in that portfolio, you could be held accountable for somebody else's screw-ups, basically. You as a sub-merchants are also dependent on the payment aggregator to pay you. They are in complete control of bank transfers from their merchant account to your bank account. In some cases, huge lawsuits have been launched in an effort to recoup the monies owed to merchants. So basically what this means is that if your account gets flagged for something, maybe something you didn't even do, or maybe it's just a high volume transaction or something that got processed that their algorithm just doesn't like. They will freeze your funds just like that in an instant. There's really no person, human being even looks at it really. Typically, it's just an algorithm. It freezes your funds, and then your job is really at that point to get a hold of somebody at Square, PayPal, or Stripe and get it worked out. Now the problem is that most of these companies, their customer service is just horrendous. They have too many customers, too many clients, not enough customer service people to handle all the complaints and the issues. So when your funds get frozen, it's hard to get it unfrozen and get the issue taken care of. And in the process, a lot of times, while your funds are being frozen, they really don't have time to deal with the whole issue with whatever the problem was, and they'll just cancel a lot of businesses' accounts for really no reason sometimes. So as you can see, using payment aggregators can quickly become a recipe for disaster. So what's the payment processing solutions for small and medium-sized companies? Well, the solution is, and I don't have it here, but the solution is to get your own MID or your own merchant ID account, and we'll get into that here in just a little bit. But here's the problem is most merchants think they're signing up for a simple solution when they join these platforms, but they couldn't be more wrong. Payment aggregators can be a ticking time bomb for your business. Many merchants sign up for these services without realizing the risk associated with account terminations. They process orders for months instead of getting their own dedicated merchant account and suffer the consequences when it comes crashing down around them. And so here's what I want to kind of go real briefly over. This is a Better Business review I just pulled up today on Stripe. Now you can see the average customer review is 1.1. Now you have to realize, now you might have seen this in some other videos. This is the most recent one I pulled up, but there's only 5 stars, so they got a 1. It's the lowest rating they can get. They've had all these complaints over these years. They've got a 1 rating from customers. Square, they got a 1 rating also. Out of 403 customer reviews, had 5,400 complaints in 3 years, 1,565 in 12 months. PayPal got a 1 rating. Almost 26,000 complaints in the last 3 years. $13,585 in 12 months. And that's the reason is because, like I mentioned, money gets frozen, accounts get closed, get terminated. And if they do have a problem with their account, with their terminal, maybe if it's a Square terminal you have in your store, you just can't get a hold of anybody to take care of the problem. It takes days and days if you ever get a hold of anybody to help you out. And that's the reason the customer service review is so low. So what's the solution? Well, it's a dedicated merchant account is your best bet for processing both online and in-store credit card payments. Investing the time and resources to securing your own dedicated merchant account is the best solution for your company. So why your business needs a merchant ID account is what we refer to, as I said, as a MID. First, you have sole ownership and responsibility for your own account. You are responsible for your own chargebacks, fraud, and any other potential causes for reputational damage. The actions of other merchants do not affect the fate of your company. Second, payment processing fees are much cheaper overall. In most instances, they are tailored to your company. You can scale your company. You can scale as your company grows, rather than being stuck with low monthly transactions volume caps. Because there's a volume cap on some of these, like a Square or a PayPal or Stripe. They may have you at a certain volume, and you can't really go over that because they don't do transactions at a higher volume if your company gets really large. Have the ability to use our cash discount plan that eliminates 100% of a business's processing cost and fees. So if you've got a Square, PayPal, or Stripe, you can't utilize our cash discount plan, which will eliminate all your credit card processing fees. So securing a merchant account is a must for any high-risk merchant. If you're a high-risk merchant and you did get on a Square or Stripe or PayPal, I guarantee you, it's just a matter of time, your funds will be frozen and your account will be closed because they don't board high-risk clients. They just don't. And it's what's called an MCC code. In other words, it's a merchant code. There's all kinds of different listings for different businesses. Anything from a restaurant to a pawn shop to a barber shop to a CBD store to any kind of business. There's a codes that are put in that merchant banks use to basically score these businesses on their risk, right? So they're all banks are really looking at the risk involved in boarding this account. And if you got put onto a Square, like I said, or a Stripe, and you're boarded at a different MCC code than what you actually are, when they actually realize that down the road, it may take a couple months or 3 months, maybe 6 months, but when they find it, well, your account will probably be terminated, more than likely. So what can we offer for your business? Well, number one, we can offer you a merchant ID account through a merchant bank. You're actually getting a merchant account. It's your account. It's yours. You're not combined with anybody else. Account stability. I mean, that's number one thing, is that your account is a stable account. Customer support 24/7. You have no 1-800 number to call. Our terminals, point of sale systems, you have a number right on there to call. We have great customer support. Our merchant banks have great customer support. And if they don't take care of you, you've always got my phone number to get hold of me, and we'll take care of your issue as quick as we possibly can. No contracts or early termination fees. Don't like our service? You can leave anytime you want. Lower rates. We could typically get more lower rates than most aggregators. As I mentioned, a plan that eliminates 100% of processing costs and fees. Which, if you're a large business doing, say, $100,000 a month of credit card processing, you're roughly looking at about $2,500 to $2,600 a month, which is again about $30,000 a year. With our plan, you can eliminate 100% of that. Terminals and point of sale systems at our wholesale cost. We don't upcharge on any of that. What we pay for it, that's the price you get charged. Ability to board high-risk businesses, including online gun sales, CBD, and many more businesses that are considered high risk. But most importantly, knowing that we are here to help you any way we can with your merchant processing account. I mean, it's a synergistic, relationship we have. The better your business does, the better I do. Because credit card processing, I get a small, us agency owners, we get a very small fee or cut of whatever transaction you process. That's how we actually get paid for being your agent. So the more processing you do, the more customers you get, the more business you do. Not only does it help you, but it also helps us in return. We also have other solutions to help your business as well. We just have a a partnership now with ADP, and we are going to probably be the largest, the agency I work with and the company I partner with. We're going to be the largest referral partner with ADP, which is a human resources payroll solution. It's a great company. Got a lot of different solutions for human resources and payroll. And we also have a CRM that's coming out soon. It's going to be it's through my partnership I've got with Residual Payments or the Carlin Group. And it's going to be a CRM that's also going to incorporate a bunch of different features besides just the CRM. It's going to be some type of video review app in it, which is going to be incredible. The video review app is going to be where if you had, let's say you have it for your business, that somebody could just basically use their phone, and if they download the app, and they could give your company, your business a review, say like a pizza place could say, hey man, I was at Dave's Pizza, great pizza, great prices, man, I just love this stuff, come and check it out. They give you a good review, and maybe for that you give them a free topping, or you give them $5 off a pizza or something. It could be really, really great. There's a video review app. And, you know, also our partners have connections with the best business solutions providers in every industry. I got connections with some people in web design, online marketing, advertising, online advertising, and my partners, David and Patricia Carlin, they know everybody in pretty much every industry. They're a very large credit card processing agency. They boarded every kind of industry business there is really, I think, anywhere. So they have a lot of these partners they've developed over years and years. They've vetted people. They've worked with them. So if you have any things you need work with or solutions for your business, something you have problems with, you know, we have some connections we could send to you to help your business out. So that's pretty much all I got. I just wanted to kind of provide you with what Square, PayPal, and Stripe are all about, what aggregators are, and what we can offer you. We also do, I did forget to mention that we do have a free cost savings analysis where we can provide you with a comparison of what you're currently paying to what we can offer with a traditional rate and also our cash discount rate. So you'll get two options to choose from and see what we could do for you. So that's all I got. Hope you guys enjoyed this, got some value out of this video. If you got any questions or want to know what we can offer you, get a hold of me. Appreciate your time. Take care.